Some people find their calling late in life. For me, it was always there, a quiet hum inside my chest. From my earliest memories, I wanted to help people. I'd help neighbors with groceries, share my lunch with classmates. That joy of helping was tied to another spark, creation. Watching the baker or tailor work felt like magic. In my backyard, I'd build tiny shops from sticks and leaves. This was my training ground, where helping and building came together. The goal was always the same: make someone's life a little better. That spark in my heart was real, and it was just the beginning. That's how my journey began. Every dreamer needs a believer. For me, that was my mother. She worked long hours cleaning houses, but her spirit was never tired. She saw the sparks in me, the urge to help, the urge to create, and she nurtured them. When I talked about my imaginary shops, she listened, asked questions, made my world feel real. Her validation was the wind beneath my wings, telling me my ideas mattered. She supported me not just with words, but with action. Despite little money, she set aside coins in a jar, Bruno's business fund. Watching her drop coins into that jar was like watching her invest her faith in me. That jar was more than money. It was her dreams, her sacrifices, her belief in my future. With those coins, I learned the value of earning, saving, and investing. My mother was my first and most important investor. She gave me more than capital. She gave me confidence. Her support was the foundation for everything I built. I could never repay her, but I could honor her faith by trying. Every step I took, I knew she was behind me. Her belief made my dreams possible. She taught me that even the smallest investment, when given with love, can change a life. My mother's unwavering belief was the greatest gift I ever received. It shaped not just my business, but the person I became. That's a debt I carry with gratitude. I was 8 when I launched my first business. My classmates loved candy. A lollipop could brighten any day. Thanks to my mother's business fund, I bought a box of lollipops. I sold out during recess. Kids lined up, coins in hand, faces lit with joy. My mother helped me reinvest. Soon, I added chocolates and sour candies. My backpack became a mini candy store. I learned that a simple idea, backed by action and support, could create real value. The joy of seeing my friends smile was the best reward. That little candy business was my first taste of entrepreneurship, and I was hooked. Every journey faces challenges. Mine came when the school principal, Mr. Harrison, discovered my candy business. He called me in, confiscated my inventory, and told me selling at school was against the rules. I was devastated. My business was over. I went home, expecting my mother to be disappointed. Instead, she hugged me and let me cry. She told me setbacks weren't failures, they were lessons. The spirit of an entrepreneur, she said, is about what you do when things go wrong. He can take your candy, Bruno, but not your spirit, she said. Her words changed everything. I saw the end of my business as a new beginning. The world was full of marketplaces. I just had to find another. I started mowing lawns, washing cars, finding new ways to serve and create value. The principal had taken away my business, but he'd given me a gift: resilience. I learned that when one door closes, you look for another to open. It was a hard lesson, but one of the most important of my life. Setbacks became stepping stones. I kept my entrepreneurial fire alive no matter what. My mother's support and my own determination kept me moving forward. I learned to adapt, to persist, to never give up. That lesson prepared me for bigger challenges ahead. Every failure was a chance to grow. Resilience became my greatest asset. I realized that true success isn't about never falling. It's about always getting back up. That's what makes an entrepreneur. And that's what kept me going. The journey was far from over. High school passed, and I carried my early lessons with me into college, where I studied business. The entrepreneurial flame still burned, and graduation day brought a new idea: a taco stand for hungry families. With friends, I set up a makeshift stand, grilling fresh tacos near the ceremony exit. I imagined crowds lining up, but most people walked past, heading to restaurants. Only a few friends stopped by to support me. In business terms, it was a failure. We barely made back our costs. But I remembered my mother's words and Mr. Harrison's lesson. This wasn't failure, it was feedback. Maybe the timing or location was wrong, but the spirit was right. Even selling a few tacos to friends was a small victory. I had tried, taken a risk, and learned. The taco stand wasn't the end, it was another step on my journey. Every setback was a lesson, every attempt a chance to grow. I learned that good ideas need the right moment and place. I learned to listen to the market, to adapt and improve. The glimmer of hope was in the trying, not just the outcome. I realized that entrepreneurship is about persistence, not perfection. Each experience, win or lose, made me stronger. I was building resilience one taco at a time. The journey continued, fueled by hope and determination. I was ready for the next challenge. Every small step mattered. The dream was still alive. I knew I would keep going no matter what. That's what it means to be an entrepreneur. The story was far from over. I was just getting started. At 25, I held a college diploma in entrepreneurship, a validation of my lifelong passion. I'd seen small businesses struggle to get noticed, talented creators unable to find customers. I wanted to build a bridge, a platform where entrepreneurs could showcase their work and connect. That's how Expo was born, an exposition of talent, a celebration of the entrepreneurial spirit. Founding Expo was my biggest risk. I poured in my savings, working day and night from a tiny office. The early days were uncertain, filled with doubt, but I remembered my mother's faith and my own resilience. Slowly, entrepreneurs joined our platform. Their success became my success. Every small victory mattered, each sale, each connection. Expo grew, one step at a time, built on the principle I'd carried since childhood: find a need and serve it with heart. The company became a home for dreamers and builders. My past had prepared me for this moment. I realized that every setback, every lesson, had led me here. Expo was more than a business. It was my purpose in action. I saw the impact we made, helping others achieve their dreams. The journey was challenging but deeply rewarding. I was building something that mattered. Expo was the ultimate expression of my childhood dream, and it was only the beginning. As Expo grew, I knew company culture mattered as much as our service. I didn't want to be a distant boss. I wanted to build a team with shared purpose. My office door was always open, literally and philosophically. I made it a point to know everyone's name, their stories, their dreams. We celebrated together, supported each other, and built trust. People felt valued for who they were, not just what they did. A happy, connected team was our greatest strength. Leadership, I learned, is about listening and empowering others. I walked the office floors daily, connecting with every department. Their insights and passion fueled our growth. Our clients, the entrepreneurs, were part of our community, not just customers. We shared their stories, celebrated their wins, and fostered collaboration. Expo became more than a platform. It became a family. We were united by a shared mission to help others succeed. That sense of connection drove everything we did. I was proud to be at the heart of it. Our culture was our foundation. Together we built something lasting. Expo was a family of dreamers, builders, and creators. The years flew by as Expo flourished, helping thousands of entrepreneurs achieve their dreams. I worked there until I was 65, never losing the joy of building and serving. My success wasn't measured in money, but in lives touched and stories changed. Thank you letters from business owners, stories of people finding purpose. These were my true profits. I was called an entrepreneurial hero, but I never saw myself that way. I was just a boy who never stopped loving to help. My legacy isn't the company, it's the spirit it represents. It's the belief that anyone can create value, no matter their background. It's the power of a small idea, the strength of a supportive community. I hope people see my story as one of resilience, passion, and service. From the schoolyard to the boardroom, the thread was always human connection. Whether selling a lollipop or building a platform, my goal was to make a positive impact. That's what filled my life with meaning. It's a legacy anyone can claim. The work of serving others is open to all, and it's the greatest work there is. People ask for the secret to my success, expecting a complex formula, but my answer is simple. You can achieve everything if you set your mind to it. It's the lesson my mother taught me, the lesson I learned from every setback and triumph. This motto is a call to action. Focus your energy, believe in your goal, and possibilities appear. The path won't be easy. There will be setbacks, doubts, and naysayers. But when your mind is set, challenges become lessons, not failures. Resilience is built every time you get back up. Step out of your comfort zone. Find your spark, your purpose. Don't be afraid to start small. A lollipop can be the start of an empire. A failed taco stand can be your best education. Don't wait for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is now. Set your mind to it. Believe in your ability to create and serve. The journey may be long, but it's worth it. You can achieve everything. You just have to begin. That's the simple truth I want to share. The power is within you. Start your journey today.